Hello, I'm Chief Tom Forward, and welcome to this edition of On Scene with Tampa Fire Rescue. Usually water helps firefighters do their jobs. Today, we will watch rescuers practice helping people who have fallen victims to the dangers of water emergencies. Let's join Captain Wade at this unique rescue class.
If at that point you want there. Hey, raising his head.
Well, thanks, Chief. No matter where you are in Tampa, you're probably surrounded by water. The bay, a river, a backyard pool, or afternoon storms can cause flooding, putting you in a water problem. And that's why fire rescue personnel have to be ready for water emergencies. And that's the class we're going to visit today. We're going to watch Tampa fire rescue personnel learn the procedures that they might need should a water emergency occur.
This is low risk, high risk training.
Troy Basham is a district chief with Tampa Fire Rescue and the lead instructor for today's class. He has an extensive water rescue background. We asked him why this class is important to the firefighters in Tampa.
Well, it's important for several reasons. The obvious reason is because we owe it to the citizens of the area that we serve to prepare ourselves for every hazard that we can encounter. This is a hazard that exists in our service area. That's the main reason. For personal reasons, it's important to me because back in 1987, the fire chief then, Bill Alston, approached me about putting together a water rescue team. So we started working with 15 guys that were very good at what we did. I trained them to every level that I could train them to, every condition that I could find. We got integrated with many different agencies, TPD, HCSO, just many different other folks out there that were in on the game and getting things together so we could give the best possible service we could. But I came to realize at that point to where it's not just 15 guys that are going to be necessary. It's going to be all 500, or in this case, 600 firefighters that we got here. So this particular class is really important to me for that reason.
With the safety briefing over, it's now time for the part everybody's looking forward to, getting in the water, because it's really hot out here. Carl Wolf is a fire captain and an instructor with the water rescue class. We asked Captain Wolf to explain to us what specific emergencies the firefighters are being trained to handle.
Well, overall, including this morning's lecture and this afternoon's pool activities, we want to go over kind of a broad range of water rescue scenarios that the guys might encounter. Everything from problems out in the bay, people having difficulties in a swimming pool, retention ponds. Tampa's surrounded by lots of water, and when somebody has a problem in the water, they're going to call 911. So we want to have the guys familiar with what their equipment that's available to them, what training they might need to respond to these things, and just get them prepared for the broad variety of things they might run into.
And as we discussed, what do you hope each one of these people take away with them from this class?
Well, probably this afternoon is the most important in terms of the takeaway. We're asking each person to do some swimming operations, really to determine for them what their strengths and weaknesses are. Find out for the company officers what crew member might be the strongest swimmer in their group. So if they did have to put someone in the water to attempt a swimming rescue, they'd know who the best person for that job would be. Likewise, we're going to identify some fellas who aren't such good swimmers, and their captains need to know that because there's a lot of shore-based activities that need to take place at a water rescue, and somebody that can't swim well would be better suited for doing some of those shore-based operations. So it's really just getting the guys familiar with their strengths and weaknesses in the water.
Angelo Lascalzo has been a Tampa firefighter for the past several years. We got his viewpoint of this class.
I just think it's great to come and learn the water rescue aspect of the department and to get to learn some of the different techniques. It makes it a little easier on our job as far as getting in the water and having to go after somebody without endangering ourselves or other rescuers.
Lead instructor Troy Basham has some personal reasons for conducting today's class.
Personally, it's very important because I lost two very close friends in the course of water rescue or water salvage or search and recovery operations. One was in Iraqi freedom. He had been sent out to rescue, he was a firefighter. He'd been sent out to rescue three guys in a Humvee that had flipped upside down a drainage canal. Had no water rescue training whatsoever, but because he was a firefighter, he never said no. And that's what got him in the condition he was in. So it was my goal to make sure that we didn't wind up with that sort of situation here where we had guys that were at least exposed to the type of things they may encounter, such as what's going on here.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on Scene with Tampa Fire Rescue.